Welcome back to the Mattioli Arena in Leicester, formerly the Morningside Arena in Leicester, now a very regular venue for professional snooker.
Second frame, Elliot Slessor to break.
It's the familiar figure of Ronnie O'Sullivan, who's the star attraction in Group 7 of the Bet Victor Championship League. He's already gained a victory today, 3-2 over Sam Craigie, but he finds himself trailing against Elliot Slessor, 1-0. That might rectify the situation. What a pot. Well, it's level pegging over there, 1-1.
Perfectly played from Ronnie there. Angle on the red this time to dislodge the one next door.
7.
And for any young players watching or amateur players trying to improve their game, you should watch shots like the one Ronnie played on the blue, because he finished high on that red on purpose. That wasn't a mistake or just, you know, the way the ball's finished. He
14.
intended to finish there so the sequence could continue. Very easy, I think, for amateur players to get
50.
sucked into this cliche of we always play for areas. Actually, sometimes we do play for specific reds to finish in specific positions. And this has already turned into a chance to level the scores here.
And Sean, you've been into battle with Ronnie O'Sullivan on many occasions. You've beaten him in finals.
28.
When he's playing well, it must be so intimidating.
Yeah, and it gets said a lot, but it probably doesn't get said enough. The scoreboard changes so quickly when he goes on a run. Remember in the Champion of Champions final years ago, I had a really good lead. And within no time at all, we almost went to a deciding frame. And it's not just the panache and the class and the shot selection and all of those things. It's the speed at which it changes as well. And of course, he never looks like he's rushing. And that primarily is because that cue ball control, and we talk about Ding Junhui, and I think even Ronnie O'Sullivan has said he thinks that Ding's cue ball control is better than his. I'm not sure about that myself. I don't think the stats necessarily back that up. Ronnie's cue ball control is the best we've ever seen. And of course, when you're constantly in the correct place, the game becomes a bit more straightforward.
Like playing golf off the fairway.
Sure, Ronnie will play the red to right middle here. Interesting to see how he goes about this next little sequence, because he may need to dislodge some more reds.
53.
Just a bit of a look of frustration there. He wanted more angle on this pink. Could only play for that loose red now. And will that pink now tie the red up next to its spot? Will that still be potable? Still potable.
69.
Lovely control again on
60.
that cue ball across the table. Being absolutely picky, potentially finished wrong side of the pink, but it was still a nice shot. I think from the right position, the red nearest the black will pot as well. He just wants to sight for the red next to the pink. So in and out of ball between brown and green. And in no time at all, 2 shots away from the frame.
5. 66. $73. 74.
It really is exquisite. word genius has been used to describe O'Sullivan, and I think it's entirely apt.
82.
If he makes a century here, it would be his 1,000th, plus another 242. It would be his 40th this season
89.
from a limited schedule.
90.
And it would be the 16th season, Sean, he's made 40 centuries or more.
$97. $98.
There's a £500 ice break prize per group.
$105.
Of course, it's one of the idiosyncrasies of this event that there's no crowd. And so that century, that wonderful century, was met with zero applause. Maybe a tap on the table from, tap on his leg from Elliot, I should say. Is
109.
the usual courtesy out there.
111. $114. $180. $123. O'Sullivan, 129.
What's £500 to Ronnie O'Sullivan? You will not see a more cultured break than that. Chalk and cheese, the first two frames in this match, they've been shared.